What is up, guys? It is Dazzle the Man here with another video, FIFA video, obviously, just to show you the teams I've been using throughout the month of April. So yeah, let's jump into it, and with the BPL team. And yes, I know I've gone with Cassius Schmeichel. I bought him the Tuesday before his inform came out. I was absolutely fuming he got an 89 rated. But, you know, you can't really go wrong with a 34k player for, no, 88 rated player for 34k, which is not too bad. He's played 27 games and is clinical. Well, I wouldn't say clinical because he does let in some sloppy challenges, which, you know, is either my defensive ability or him just absolutely going ham sandwich on the ball. So yeah, that's the goalkeeper, and the centre back. Centre back pairing is going to be Oliveira and Chris Smalling. Nothing's changed. They're still very solid, and yeah, oh, has he got? Yeah, and Arnold has got a team this season. Probably won't get him because I spunked all my coins on opening a 100k pack and a 50k pack. And yes, that was probably the stupidest decision I've made. Still got 4 months of FIFA left, so yeah, fun. Well, is it 4? Yeah, something like that. So yeah, let's get into the right back position. Is Hector Bellerin, Pace Merchant, as per usual. Nothing's changed there. And this is left back position onwards is where the team has changed. I wouldn't say significantly, but slightly. For the good, I think. So yeah, in the left back position, we go with Danny Rose. I did try to snipe him. It took me about 5 minutes to try and buy his card. And stupidly, there was only one 80 rated card on the market. And what did I do? Buy it instead of the 81 rated. Because I'm an absolute smart ass. So yeah, that's Danny Rose in there. He plays pretty solid. Not gonna lie, he's only played. To be fair, he's only played 5 games. 5 games, one assist. I'm happy with that. He's done well. He's done well. So yeah, centre mids we go with first Musa Dembele to finish off that Tottenham triangle. He's fairly decent. He just kind of stays in the middle. Doesn't kind of tracks forward slightly, but not too much. Evidence of his goal to game ratio, 10 games, 1 goal, which isn't too bad, but he's kind of like just kind of sits there because he's got a medium. And yeah, in the centre mid slot we go with Gundogan, and yes, I personally didn't choose Gundogan. It kind of was bestowed upon me to use him because, you know, I opened a 100k pack and got an 85 rated player. That's all I got. And in the midst of it, it wasn't even that bad. There was the BPL team of the season, there was the team week out, and there was the championship team of the season. Got nothing. Only got Gundogan. I'm absolutely annoyed about that. So yeah, he has played seven games, got nothing. It just needs time to warm up with that 87 dribble. So yeah, let's try and keep it positive, and hopefully he progresses, and we will digress into the next position, which will be N'Golo Kante, which he's been solid. He's no problems whatsoever. He's been good, and yeah, he's everybody's go-to centre mid. It's like I got played 288 games with him, 14 goals and 45 assists, which isn't too bad on a centre mid. And yeah, forwards I haven't really changed too much, but yeah, left forward we go with Anthony Martial, which I've started to actually get used to the way he plays, which is strange. It only took me 274 games to play, but I've clicked. Something's clicked when I play with him. It's just everything that I'm hitting just goes in. It just straight at the back of the net. Yeah, so he's got 274 games, 81 goals, and 46 assists, which is a decent return from a winger. And yeah, the right forward, we go with someone very different. I went with Hendrik, no, yeah, Hendrik Mkhitaryan. Probably gonna say his name completely wrong, but yeah, I decided to swap out Pedro because Pedro wasn't really doing too much for me. He was only getting like, I think his record was 200 games and like 50 goals or something, which was all right, but it wasn't the best. I needed some kind of flair. So yeah, I went with Hendrik Mkhitaryan, bought for 9.5k. He's played 22 games, 6 goals, 4 assists, which is all right. Kind of force it to other players, to be fair. So he doesn't really have the chance to finish, but when he finishes, he finishes. It is good. The shots he pulled off with that 5-star weak foot is incredible. So yeah, and then we finish off the team with a cherry on the top. None other than Sergio Aguero, and he just gets he's stagnated a bit, to be fair. Every time I play a game, he's not there. He's there in body but not in spirit, which is really frustrating. So yeah, he plays 385 games, 388 goals, 112 assists, which his goal to game ratio has kind of dropped a tad. Still very good, but it's just dropped a tad, which I'm a bit frustrated about, to be honest. I wanted to get that 385 to 400 goal game ratio, yeah. So I've put, yeah, whatever. So yeah, that has been my BPL team, and let's get into the next team. The second team I've been using is the Serie A team. I don't think this has changed as much as my other team, but I think it has changed. So we start off with Joe Hart in goal. Who else? Then the best English goalkeeper there is. So yeah, he's played 234 games for my club, and he is incredible, absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, let's get into the centre back pairing, which don't think has changed. We've got Barzagli and then Benatia. Let's switch them around. Yeah, so we got Benatia and Barzagli. Nothing really special. Nothing's changed. Still really solid. And yeah, let's get to the left back, which is Patrice Evra. Nothing's changed there either. Still really solid. Just defends and just goes forward a bit. You know, with those 5 assists to the old club. And yeah, we played 315 games with him, which is decent. How many games have I played with Benatia? Played 236 games, which is fairly decent. And then right back position, we go with Florenzi. Still very undecided on Florenzi. He's played 157 games for the club. By this time I should have made my mind up if I like him or not, but I still have not made my mind up, which is rather annoying. And yeah, that's the defence sorted out. And in the centre mids, we start off solid with Hamsik, which I don't know. He's started off well, but since I've upgraded like the midfield a bit more, he just hasn't really had that spark. I don't know why. I think people might have been outshining him or something, but yeah, it just hasn't found that spark where he did at the start of the season I've been using him. So yeah, in the central centre mid, which will be Reginald Golan. I have recently purchased him, and I will have to say, I'm going to make a very bold statement. I personally think he's better than N'Golo Kante. He's everywhere. He's always there. Like we know with Kante, it doesn't really feel like he's there, but N'Golo, you can just feel his presence. He's always in the midfield. He always goes back to defend. Goes forward quite a bit, but not as much as he goes back. So which is kind of helpful with that high, which is fairly decent. He's got 8 games, 2 goals, which is decent for a centre mid. And then we finish off the centre mids with Pjanic, free kick specialist. That's where he gets most of his goals from. He's played 54 games for the club, and 7 goals, 8 assists, with that 86 passing, which he just pings him across to the forwards, which is lovely. And let me just switch them around, you know, because I want to go those links So yeah, let's start in the left forward. Wait, we still haven't converted Insigne to a left forward yet, which is still, he's decent, but I don't know. There's just something about him still. But be fair, I think he's one of the best left wings in Serie A, because there's really, apart from Dries Mertens, there's nobody really else, which is kind of frustrating. Because I like to use Insigne, but he doesn't feel fast because he hasn't got that long enough stride, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, he's played 168 games, 58 goals, 52 assists, which is a fair return, to be fair. And then we go with the final two players of the team, which is still haven't. Right, we go right wing. We go with Juan Cuadrado, which since I think last time I said this, since I've converted him from a right mid to a right wing, he's been incredible. He's still slotting them in. He gets hat tricks every often. Like I think every 10 games he gets at least one hat trick in every 10 games, which is decent. He's played 154 games and 157 goals and 157 assists, which isn't too bad. I think it averages out about, he's like 50 games without doing anything, but it's fair. It's fair. He does create those chances. If you can finish, you finish. You get the assist, but if you don't, you don't. And yeah, the last player in the team is none other than Dybala, which my stats with him are insane. I've played 196 games and 237 goals and 65 assists, which is phenomenal. I don't think I've ever had a card that I've had that good of a stat with, which is insane. And yeah, he does the job. Like if anybody's like, oh, who should I get? I was like, I'd recommend Dybala. Let me have a quick look on how much he goes for. Because I did bought it. Ah, no. I've lost out. Wait, how much did he go for? He goes for 8. Ooh, he goes for 74k. Which is decent. I will say. 74k for Dybala is cheap. He's very clinical, so you can kind of make up your mind. If you want to buy him, you buy him, and then just thank me, you know. I'm here to help. And so yeah, this has been the rundown of both the teams I've been using throughout the month of April. If you did like, if you did like it. If you do have some suggestions on what players you might want me to use, I can always look at them, and if they fit into my team, I might use them. And yeah, if you subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And this has been Dazzle Man, and see you in the next video.